nowadays you see a lot of the dudes that skate those kink rails, they're so low, they'll just, if they miss, they just kind of like, it's almost like rollerblading where they like slide onto their butt and then they just like grab the rail. I don't know, it's crazy if you watch like the process of people doing those crazy curved kink rails now. They get away with it somehow just every time.
So you think that people have got better at getting
For sure, yeah. Like the technique is like way more advanced now to skate like those crazy. It's not just ollie and hope for the best.
which would allow you to try more stuff if you can get out. Like, because I feel like if you do it wrong and you take a giant slam, it's kind of, the day's over.
Yeah, I mean, even if I skate one of those kink rails, I don't just go for it first try. I kind of like try to ollie and touch it and run down the other side or run down the stairs. I don't want to just...
So frightening.
Right? Running down the other side.
But you see that's how a lot of people do it now.
Imagine how worried his parents are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That does trigger me, because I've watched my brother race Supercross, and I'm a dangerous motocross rider.
Yeah,
but I don't
safe.
feel that nervous when I'm out there, and I should be nervous.
Yeah.
But watching him, I was terrified.
Yeah.
Because it's my blood, and this is a dangerous sport.
Totally.
I mean, obviously, you're dad, so...
It's more that when Riley takes big falls, I'm generally not there. We're not out, in the streets together.
You get the call.
I get the call, and it's just concerning and frightening. I'm not going to tell him to quit, but it absolutely is like, oh.
But it's not. I think that when you get to a certain point, someone's capabilities, so you understand that they know what they're getting into.
I will say that
do something.
Like, Riley was my first child, and when I saw him developing his skill levels and also his sort of challenges that he'd set forth for himself, he had a good handle on his own, not limitations, but mortality.
Not biting off too much.
Yeah, but he would push, but he always wanted to push it. And then with having many other children, they all had, like, it all swayed in the other directions. So some were like too crazy for their skill level.
Yeah.
Some were too conservative for how good they were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Riley had like the perfect balance of it. But it was really interesting seeing the others come after
I definitely
him.
I know what I think I can do and what I couldn't do. I feel like,
but with confidence.
Your skill level to where
yeah,
it's going to be scary and you're going to have to really put it on the line, but that you're able to do it when like your brain will go into autopilot and you'll do it.
Right.
So
I understand this.
Yeah.
How do you feel with your dad skating?
I feel like I get scared just watching vert skaters in general because it's not my field, I guess you could say. But I don't know. It just seems like it's just more frightening to me for some reason.
Does he?
But even when you were younger, I mean, you were on the Huck Jam tour when you were 10 years old.
Yeah, I just mean it's just more like extreme to me than watching my friend try to, do a ledge line, I guess.
Yeah.
But there is times when my friends are trying really scary stuff that I'm scared to watch kind of.
Yeah.
But I feel like watching my dad now, I know he knows whatever runs he's doing, he's got on lock. And if something happens, then that's just, luck of the draw. Like that stuff kind of just happens,
Was there ever an era where you were worried for him?
I think it's the same thing. I knew that he knew his abilities and he knew that he was capable of doing something. So if it was going to happen, it was going to happen, and you might slam, but that's like just what we all do.